and welcome back to the channel. So if you saw us last week, we were up at Craig's hut in the Victorian High Country. If you haven't seen the video, I'll put a link up in the top right hand corner of the screen right now, so you can click on that and watch it later. This week we're heading back into New South Wales and we're off to Paddys River Falls. Alright, here we go.
Oh, hi, and welcome to Paddys River Falls. Now this is sort of south of New South Wales. I've just been on my journey back from the Victorian Highlands and knew about this waterfall, which is kind of on the west side of the sort of Kosciuszko range, if you like. Tumit's not too far from here, maybe 60 kilometers or so. This is just spectacular. We've got a good waterfall going over it right now. It was slippery as anything coming down here, so if you come here, I recommend you wear spikes. I got my spikes on right now because the trail in was very, very slippery. I don't know how many shots I'm going to get from here, but I'm thinking maybe one or two. I'll do a couple of landscape shots. There's definitely some portrait shots I can get here. The first one's going to be a landscape shot here, with the front and center kind of shot from the falls. You can actually, if you don't mind getting a little bit wet, you can actually walk behind the falls, right around behind, and see them from behind. But there's quite a lot of spray in there, so I'm not going to be doing any of those shots today. We're going to keep it nice and simple. I'm not really in the mood to get wet today, so here's the first shot of the day. I am actually 5-shot bracketing this, but I've got a 6-stop ND filter in front of the lens. So my settings right now, I'm at f5.6, and my median shot is about half a second. So I just want to capture either side of that half-second shot, just to make sure it doesn't blow out the highlights, because it's in real sunlight right now. The time is about 1 o'clock. It's not the best time of day to shoot landscape photography, but when it comes to waterfalls, you don't really need a sunrise or a sunset. So here we go for the first shot. It's a landscape shot. Let's see how this one came out. Check it out. I don't even know if you can hear me here, because this is absolutely deafening coming over the falls here. So what I've done now is I've rotated the camera so it's in portrait mode. I've still got the 6-stop ND on. I've got a circular polarizer in front of the lens, and I'm just spinning that to try and, I don't want to take all the reflections off, and I don't want full light on the water, so I'm kind of halfway with the circular polarizer. But it just gives me that sort of richness to the color in the water as well. And with the portrait shot, what I'm trying to do is I have captured the very top of the tree on top of the falls. I'm not sure if that's going to be important to my shot here, because what I'm also trying to do is capture the little rock that's in front of me. So that's going to be my kind of foreground interest, and then we'll see how far up I want to take the shot. But here comes the portrait shot, and then we'll go around and see if there's anything else around here that we can shoot as well. Okay, check it out. Alright, so I've moved about 10 feet from where I was previously. There's just another little shot that you can get here, and I'll probably do this in both portrait and landscape again. The river sort of comes around this major rock in the center here. I would love to get across there, but not today. But it sort of takes a turn, and there's some really nice little rapids in front of the camera here. So first one I'm going to do is a portrait shot, and we'll get the rapids in the foreground, we'll get the main falls in the background, I've still got the 6-stop on in front of the lens and the CPL, so I'll just balance those up, make sure we get a sort of nice set of, you know, reflections or half reflections in the shot, and try and get some richness in the color in the rocks as well. So here's the first one as a portrait, setting up as a portrait right now. Still 5-shot bracketing, and let's see how the portrait came out first. Okay, let's check it out. All right, so same shot again. Now what I've done is I've just rotated the camera, so we're now shooting landscape. This is actually quite nice because I'm getting quite a lot of the rapids down below here. You tell me, what was your favorite? Was it the portrait shot or was it the landscape shot? I'm in the jungle here, so I managed to find a spot for you guys to see me. But was it the landscape or was it the portrait? The falls are just looking really magnificent. It's actually quite a find. I didn't expect this at all, and I'm hoping you can still hear me. So let me just double check here, because if you can't, we're in a lot of trouble. No, we're all good, I think. Okay, so again, I'm 5-shot bracketing. I've still got that 6-stop in there because the light is really so bright, and I really don't want to blow these falls out and lose all the detail in the falls. So I'm trying to keep it at about a 0.4, 0.5 shutter speed for the falls. And that 6-stop ND filter is allowing me to do that up here. So, okay, let's see how the landscape one turned out. Let's have a look. Well, that's it. We're done. We've been on a trip in the Victorian Highlands for a couple of days. You may have seen the other videos for that. If you haven't, I'll put a link up here so you can have a quick click and see one of the videos from the Victorian Highlands. Absolutely stunning place. Paddys River Falls. What a find. It's absolutely spectacular. It kind of reminds me of Dangar Falls up in the Waterfall way sort of area. That same sort of amphitheater look to it. It's quite spectacular, and about the same sort of noise. It's a little bit bigger in the setting though. But don't forget, tell me what you like, the landscape shot or the portrait shot. So we're done. I'm going to put all the shots up now with the settings, so you can have a look and see what the settings were. If you like the shots, don't forget to give it a thumbs up just down here. It really helps the channel, and subscribe and ring the bell, do all that stuff. We're heading back to Sydney tomorrow. I got one more stop on the way, and that's more of a relaxing stop. I'm not planning on doing any photography there. So we shall see you in the next one. Cheers.